We call it Banmanus.
Okay, right. So it's we obviously think it's a relative of an ape. Like we said, maybe it's a Gigantopithecus just left over from 11,000 years ago. Maybe it's people dressed up in the middle of the woods in suits. So we'll go on to the next slide and see what we can find out. Okay. Let me see. Siobhan, would you like to read that?
Yeah, of course.
So normally what we do, we'll just look at the slide and we'll, if you'd like to read out loud, you can, but you don't have to. You're our first day. We're not going to put you on the spot, but.
No, he can read, man.
Okay, sounds good.
He's in 10th standard, child.
May I read?
Yeah, please.
In 1994, former U.S. Forest Patrolman Paul Freeman claimed he saw a family of Bigfoots in the mountains of Washington state. The video is shaky and grainy, but it has been deemed the real deal by self-styled Bigfoot experts. 1994 Freeman video.
We're going to click on that, but why the real deal is in quotes. That's an idiom. And people do say that quite a bit. It's the real deal. It's the real thing. By self-proclaimed Bigfoot experts. Others might say, nice try. It's a hoax.
Pretty much up here. I hear the brush walking and stuff. Oh, there he goes.
Right there. Now you can kind of see, just real quick flash. There's really not much to see there, is there?
You're not seeing much. Get up here. Get better. Better picture.
I think it's a human man wearing some clothes.
You know, that one definitely had looks like a costume to me too.
Yeah, because the actual ape is not walking in such a straight position, as far as I have observed. They have leaning forward or holding some objects.
Absolutely, yeah. This one was definitely erect. And not the first one, though, was very interesting because that was that lumbering gait kind of, and a female. That's very interesting. So let's go to the very next slide. Can you make the slides bigger too? I don't know. Or is that just me? It's a little hard to see right now. I'm going to change my view here.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, side-by-side speaker, no. View options. Okay. The main thing is so that the students can see. I'm not sure. I see a 20 in there now. Okay. Who would like to read next?
Ma'am, can I read?
Yes, please.
Sightings. There are thousands of reported visual sightings of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and Yeti. Mount Everest climbers such as Sir Edmund Hillary and explorers of other Himalayan mountains report seeing human-like footprints on the mountains. Audio recordings. Campers and hikers have occasionally recorded noises that they claim are made by Bigfoot-like creatures. These noises include rhythmic knocking on rock or trees, howls, moans, grunts, and whistles. Native American legends, according to the book Oklahoma Semioles, Medicines, Magic, and Religion, the creature is described as resembling a human being, but of immense stature, 10
Stature.
feet or more in stature, 10 feet or more in height, and covered with gray hairs. He customarily carries a great wooden club made from a branch broken from a tree. Tall man is reported to have a penetrating odor like smell of stagnant muddy pond. Harvard and Leno, 1984.
So these are researchers that went out and got some stories from the Seminole Indian tribe. Like I say, the Indians have, or the Native Americans have been here for 10,000 years. And this is a legend they have. I have a question for you. So in your country, are there legends of giants, of big creatures, human-like creatures, giants, not necessarily Bigfoot, but just of really big people? What do you think?
You're asking about
Sir, do you know any
animal or human?
human? Because
Human.
like in
We have one wrestler now, very famous in USA also. Khali. Have you seen? Have you seen him?
Yeah. No, but
Yes.
I'm thinking old legends, like back history
No, he's
legends. For
recently,
instance,
recently,
what happened?
yeah, he fights with the Undertaker. He fights with all the legends. He's very
Ma'am.
tall.
Okay.
I think above 7 feet.
To 8 feet long, ma'am.
Yeah.
And is this a movie character? Someone in the movies?
No.
No, ma'am. In real
Real.
life, ma'am.
He's real life
Real
character.
life person?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
You want to see
Well,
him?
and then there's yeah. So
Ma'am, he's very much heighted, ma'am, and his means slab is means like very big hand, ma'am.
Yeah, he's
If he even touches everyone, the person feels someone bit me very badly.
okay. Wow. I don't want to mess with him. Okay. I just wanted to add the idea of giants is very popular in Europe, England, the Scandinavian countries, big legends from long ago of giants. So that's something that's part of the folklore of Europe. Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, continuing. Who would like to read that? Sartak, would you like to read that? Here's some more evidence.
Yes, ma'am. Video recordings and photographs. Most of the video recordings and photographs of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and Yeti have been proven to be hoaxes or are determined to be of known animals, usually bears. Hair samples. Hair samples have been tested from North America and the Himalayas. All are from identified animals, including dogs, humans, and bears. Jane Goodall is a famous primatologist who studied chimpanzees in Tanzania in 1960s. After having spoken with Native Americans who reported seeing the creature we call Bigfoot, she believes that they do exist. Mainstream science believes that the evidence is either hoaxes or misidentification of the known animals. Most scientists believe that the evidence points to black bears because of the claws and also because there are no known apes that are nocturnal.
So most of the Bigfoot sightings happen at night, and bears will go around at night, but apes don't. So nocturnal, happening at night. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, footprints. Manav, are you there? Manav.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you read that about footprints? Look at this. Definitely a picture of a hoax.
There are many photographies of footprints most with the identified times. It means to give the foot and identifiable. It means to give the footprints to scale. There are also many cuts of footprints which are made by pouring cement into the footprints
And then
and the remove
taking it out, removing it.
Removing it when it handled hardens. 14 often these footprints and often these footprints and coast indicate claw marks resembling that of bears. Some cast of footprints has been proven to be the
hoaxes. Okay. So now you can probably get online and you can probably buy Bigfoot shoes, like in this picture on the right, and go out into the woods and have a fun time making a hoax and a deliberate lie, basically.
Yeah.
A joke, though, probably. People say, okay, we're going to go make Bigfoot tracks today. However, there are scientists that have spent their lives saying, no, these are not hoaxes. They're true believers. Notice the one there. Here's the picture of the 1, 2, 3, fourth one in from the left hand side. The fourth one in has a very funny ridge right behind the toes. And the person that studies footprints says, humans don't make footprints like that. So that's pretty interesting. Let's go to the next slide. And the questions that were coming up are, what are examples of evidence for Bigfoot? Let's move on.
One more?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and Shivam, can you read that, please?
Yeah, sure. Much of the evidence, footprints, hairs, videos, and photographs are likely produced by BS. Does that mean there is no Bigfoot?
Well, what are some differences that you see in that picture, Dutch? What do you see that are different? And you can use that the arrows will kind of help you if you kind of point those out.
Bigfoot, the bear who is standing, Bigfoot should be longer and muscular, but it is looking like it is means not a real photo. It's virtually made, and the bears are brown, whereas the Bigfoot is more black enough.
Yeah. And bears do stand up on their back legs. We have bears where I live. Yeah.
And a bear's ears and muscle are also.
Yeah. Bigfoot doesn't have ears, right? Anybody else? What do you see that's different? Like Dutch said, it's a fake picture of a Bigfoot, but if you put them side by side, muzzle is this part right here, and a bear's muzzle sticks out.
Yes.
And look at the shoulders. Are the shoulders the same? Sartak, do you think what do you see difference in this picture? The shoulders are here, right?
The shoulders are appearing very wide.
Yeah, the Bigfoot has shoulders that are wide. Sartak, do the bears have wide shoulders or skinny shoulders, narrow shoulders? yeah, the shoulders are absent in the bear. So
Yes.
yeah, there you go. So good thinking. All right. So let's go to the next slide. There's still more ideas. Okay, how does this statement apply to Bigfoot? I'll ask you to think of this. This is famous scientist Carl Sagan. You might not have heard of him, but he did a lot of television programs in the 1980s. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence.
What a sentence it is.
Yeah. So, sir, would you like to explain what that means?
Yeah, absence of evidence means is not evidence of absence. Yes, Daksh, you're saying something?
Sir, can I explain this, sir?
Yeah, okay.
I'd love it. Yeah.
Sir, the sentence means absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Means it is telling that even it is applied on Bigfoot's problem that if there is no evidence, means there is shortage or absence of evidence. It does not means that the evidence is absent. Means it is not there. It does not state.
Miss, you actually cannot accept it because of the lack of evidence, all the things are fake only. That is not giving you the proof. It is not the evidence that he was absent only.
Yeah. It means that, well, probably scientists, of course, if there was a Bigfoot that was seen, sadly, probably scientists would want the Bigfoot to either be captured or brought into captivity, so that they could study it. But no one's been able to do that yet. So until that happens, a true scientist would say, there's no evidence. But the people they'd say there's no proof. But honestly, we've seen some evidence. We've seen, people, the film. So it's a mystery until that Bigfoot's brought in. So let's see what the next slide says. Okay, famous hoaxes. Now this is where we're getting into. Sartak, would you like to read about the hoaxes that have been totally proved it's fake?
Yes, ma'am. Famous hoaxes. Countless people have attempted to provide evidence of the existence of Bigfoot, possibly in the hope of achieving fame and fortune. In 2008, Rich Dyer and Matthew Wheaton posted a video on YouTube of what they claimed was a clear Sasquatch that they had found in Georgia. Upon investigation, scientists learned that the hair was not real, the skull was hollow, and the feet were made of rubber. Dyer and admitted that it was a hoax.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so Manav, can you read this, please?
This image was captured in the Pennsylvania in 2007. Skeptics claim that it is just a stick bear. What do you think?
Does that look like a sick bear to you, Manav?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think?
Ma'am, it is ma'am, I think that this picture is there. It is little 50%.
Okay, I think, are we cut off?
Here I feel he's not aware about that he's being clicked. This seems to be little more original picture, or maybe, but we can't say exactly.
No, and bears aren't usually that thin, but if maybe it was a sick bear because it doesn't have very much weight on it at all.
Yeah.
Usually bears are a little huskier
Yes.
and fatter than that. So
No,
anyway,
ma'am,
let's go.
it cannot.
What do you think, Judge?
He's leaning
Ma'am, it
forward.
cannot be a bear, ma'am. Ma'am, because if we zoom it and see, it doesn't have any ears, ma'am. If the ear and if it walks, crawls, no, ma'am, then ears pop up in front. But there
Well,
is
that's
no
true.
such.
No, I know.
It could be
So
an ape.
yeah, it could be an ape. I don't know. So at the end of this, we only have 2 people left. We're getting ready to go, but what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is it real or do you need more evidence? Or is it fake? Totally fake. What do you think, Dutch?
Ma'am, it could be a real image, ma'am.
Yeah, in general, though, the whole Bigfoot idea. Yeah, who knows? Sartak, do you think Bigfoot could be real or do you need more proof? What do you think?
Ma'am, it's real, I think.
Yeah. Well, remains to be seen. I'll let you know if we ever find any out in the woods. So been great visiting with you. Thank you, sir, for hosting the meeting. Appreciate that. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for your precious time, ma'am, and such an informative session.
It was fun.
And I look forward such more sessions in the future. And
Yes.
yes, I'll be making
And
whenever it's
lots of
needed.
fun things.
Yes.
Okay. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And God bless you all.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a great day
God
ahead.
bless you. Yeah. You too. You have a good night's sleep.